going on, everybody? And welcome to another episode of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son. And it is a beautiful Friday. Not a payday Friday, but a beautiful one nonetheless.
Yes, it is.
Next week's payday Friday, so we'll just have to suck it up for now. But let's go ahead and jump into what we're talking about today, and which is Disney annual passes with how, again, they screwed up. And Disney, it is getting so tiresome of them not being able to handle the rush that they think they are going to get, which is unbelievable.
You're jumping ahead of the gun.
Why?
Okay. Because it's Freestyle Friday. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Do we really?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it then. Let's go on the first one, Mom. What are we talking about here?
Well, did you know that some people are reporting that yesterday Disney hit their all-time revenue?
See, and we saw this on Twitter, and I mean, I believe it.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because yesterday anybody could buy annual passes. But with that, guess what? They were getting these kinds of messages. They waited over an hour. They waited over 5 hours. It was an inconvenience.
Yeah, but I want to go back to this because
Why?
This is just made up. Nobody knows this for real because they don't report it until once a year. So who knows what they like? Somebody's just saying that. It's probably
think they're just saying because
they're
of
saying
everybody.
because of everybody. But how can they if they were getting 5-hour wait times? I even tried and I got this because we were going to get the Pixie Pass.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm not waiting over an hour.
Well, you shouldn't have waited to get a Pixie Pass yesterday. You could have gotten that any time.
Well, you know...
Yeah, lesson learned.
Well,
all right.
You did that and you're off the screen. So, yeah.
Well, there. Okay. But did you also know that there are new DVC units coming to Fort Wilderness?
This is very cool. This is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Disney Vacation Club members are going to be very happy with this.
And look at them. Like, I see the artist rendering there, and it looks really, really cool. So what they're doing is, my understanding is there's like 300 cabins at Fort Wilderness, and they're going to take half of them and make them into Disney Vacation Club cabins so that they have opportunities to get that. So Walt Disney World can actually charge for people to stay there, but DVC members have the opportunity to stay there with their points as well. I think it's a cool offering for them, and they're also getting that tower over at the Polynesian Resort too.
Yeah, and the Wilderness is just such a cool place to stay. It's very secluded from your Disney feel, but yet at the same time it's on Disney property, so it's awesome. It's very cool.
Okay.
Although if you are in the back, it's a very long trip to get to the front.
However, you don't have to go to the Ticket and Transportation Center.
That's true.
To go to Magic Kingdom.
That's true.
Okay, did you know?
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party dates announced.
Mm-hmm. When do you think the first date is?
Well, for Universal, I think it was September 1
Okay.
is for Universal.
Okay, so the first date that it's offered, well, actually, before we get there, so April 27th, select resort guests are able to go ahead and purchase their tickets for it.
All right.
May 2nd, it's open for everyone else. August 11th, it starts.
Oh my gosh.
Through November 1st. It's one day earlier and one day later.
Now, do they do it every single night, though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, okay,
No.
so Universal's Halloween Horror Nights do it every single night, starting September 1
Right.
to
starting
October
August
30th.
11th, it's like one day, then 2 days a week, then 3 days a week, and as you get closer and closer, the price goes higher and higher.
Right.
But what I think is interesting is it said on there that annual pass holders and DVC members would get $10 off.
Oh.
Normally, you get 10% off.
It's
So
like
if
10
you
to
have the
15%.
$199 ticket, you're still only getting $10. That doesn't seem like a really good savings.
Well, again, that's Disney. That's Disney for you. Just good job, Disney. Let's go. Way to keep your annual pass holders happy. Which, they don't make money off the annual pass, so they really don't care about the annual pass holders.
And the other thing with this is if you buy this, like you don't have to have a regular ticket. This is your ticket to get into this event. And it's from 7 o'clock at night until midnight.
Yeah.
However, you can enter the park at 4 o'clock, but the actual Halloween festivities do not start until 7.
And it's very cool how they start escorting people out, starting in the back by like Peter Pan. And if you don't have that wristband on, they'll say, see you later. But yet you have a wristband on, the security walks right past you. It's awesome.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that was a real quick
Yeah, no, that was great. I really hate how Disney expects, or maybe they do this on purpose, but they just get an overload of people when something big happens, and their servers are not up to date, or they just crash and they're not ready for the amount of people to do it. It's just really frustrating.
And Disney kind of created this because after the pandemic, when they released passes again, all of a sudden, without notice, they stopped selling them, and then no one could get the passes except for that Pixie Pass. So people are now who let their passes lapse and didn't buy them during the pandemic, and after hearing what happened then, they're afraid, what if I don't get in on it now? What if they, quote, sell out, because they supposedly say they're really only going to sell a limited amount. But time will tell. Time will tell.
Why sell a limited amount when you have a reservation system anyways? It just doesn't make sense.
That's kind of going away too.
Well, perfect. Then why sell a limited amount?
The
first people,
hopping.
first serve.
If you are an annual, probably should have been something else we added here. If you were an annual pass holder, you no longer have to have a reservation to go into a park after 2 p.m.
Right.
Except for Magic Kingdom on weekends.
Right.
So interesting. Interesting.
Well, let's go ahead and hear it, Mom. Please, the mom joke of the day, the last one for the week. Let's go.
What do you call bears that don't have any teeth?
Oh, man. Gummy bears.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
He did not know that before
I didn't see it. Gummy bears.
Today,
nice.
So you got it. 1 for Chris, 28 for Mom.
Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm the Mom.
And I'm the Son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.